welcome back to Let's Talk Wild. Your girl Tay here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Naked and Afraid. We're on season 11, episode 22. Woo, 22 freaking episodes. They are like knocking them down. They just laying them on us, okay? So season 11, episode 22, 21 miles, 21 days. The survivalists will be in the South African savannah. You already know they can encounter some wild animals, the lions. Y'all already know the tea on that, okay? So the first survivalist we have is Kaiela. She's a biker chick and she's a fisher. She's starting off with a PSR of 6.3, and her item of choice was courting, okay? Next up, we have taxidermist and hunter and trapper Tim. He's starting off with a PSR of 7.1, and his item of choice was a bow and arrow, okay? They were given a pot and a fire starter. So they have to cover 21 miles in 21 days to get to their extraction site. Along the way, there are 3 sources of water, but they must watch out for wild animals, okay? So they're walking in the heat. They're walking over hot rocks, hot sands. They find a dead zebra, and you know they take some of its hide, some of its skin to make shoes. They dried it out, and then Kaiela took some of that cording and they made shoes, okay? And it was a water source close to that dead carcass, and they made a shelter in that area as well. They built their shelter, standard Boma shelter, got their fire started, and you know, they camped near the freaking dead carcass, whatever. But that night, it was a hyena around their camp, and Tim was like, oh, it's something trying to get that carcass. Like, why would y'all camp that close? Maybe they didn't, and maybe it was, you know, like added in or whatever, but that's what I got from what they were saying. Yeah, so day 2, they dried out the, you know, hide and all that and made the shoes. Night 2, it was a lion around their camp, and they showed it on camera, but they didn't hear it. They slept through, okay? Day 3, they go out to find food. They see some majestic giraffes, so beautiful. They also find some fresh lion tracks really close to their shelter, and they realized that that previous night that they slept through while a lion was around their shelter. So they were like, ooh, maybe it's, you know, this is getting a little intense, okay? Tim wants to catch a bird, no luck. Day 4, Kaiela is noodling, trying to catch some fish, you know, in the water with your fingers, trying to grab the fish out with your fingers, let them bite your fingers, and you pull it out like the catfish and all that. I find that so interesting, and I really wanted to see her do it, but no luck. Day 5, Tim is getting weak. They go out to find food, and they hear a lion nearby, like it was really close. Kaiela suggested that they go back to the shelter, and they decided that they wanted to leave the area. Day 6, they make sun hats from grass. Tim makes a torch to help protect them from predators. They go out to find food. Tim finds a squirrel, he gets it, they eat it, whatever. They head to the next water source, which is 4 miles away. So far, they have trekked 8 miles of the 21 miles that they have to trek to get to extraction, okay? They find a rock formation to set up camp, which looked like an area that lions would, you know, be in. Like, you know, the pride of lions and the rock formations, yeah, that type tease. But they had to watch out for scorpions and spiders and all of those type of animals that lives in those rock formation cracks and crevices. Y'all thinking y'all just gonna throw some branches around and the lions can't get y'all. The small ones, you gotta watch out for, really, for real. Night 6, Tim got stung by a scorpion twice. He said it was like a bee sting, and they decided to keep an eye on it. Night 13, Tim gets bit by something again. It's a huge lump on his back, and it's spreading. The medic is called in, and he thinks the bite is from a poisonous violin spider, or a spider from that family. They said they were just going to keep an eye on it or whatever. They did put a patch on it. The Twitter fans was like, oh, I didn't see it. But they was like, oh, they gave him a patch? Why y'all ain't show the medic coming in giving them a patch or whatever? It's an antibiotic patch, okay? It's nothing. They didn't have to show that. Don't waste your time showing that. Okay, we see what y'all did. Okay, day 14, Tim is feeling okay. Day 15, they have to start moving 8 miles to the next area. So far, they got 16 miles down of the 21, okay? They find a huge water source, which means more wild animals around. They build a cell shelter, start a fire. Day 17, they go out to the pond to find something to eat. Kaiela gets a turtle, they eat it. Night 17, Kaiela steps on some hot coal while she was sleeping and burns herself. No medic is called in, they just decide to keep an eye on it. Day 20, Tim finds some bird eggs and they eat that. Day 21 is extraction day. Kaiela is weak and her feet are blistered, okay? They still need to walk 5 miles to the extraction site. Kaiela stepped on a thorn and popped some of her blisters on their way walking. That's horrible. Her feet was really hurting really bad, and the shoes were worn down and weren't helping much. But they finally make it to the extraction site. Kaiela lost 20 pounds and her PSR went from a 6.3 to a 7.2. Tim also lost 20 pounds and his PSR went from a 7.1 to a 7.6. This episode was okay, but it was pretty boring. They survived the 21 days, but it was pretty boring. The Twitter fans were not as really active on this episode because we were just like, I mean, the only thing interesting for me was like Tim getting stabbed twice. I feel like they tracked pretty fast. Like, you know, usually the episodes where they have to travel through the whole episode because they got this long extraction site hike. I just feel like it takes forever. I feel like it really didn't take them long to get to their extraction site because they covered a lot, I guess, walking. So yeah, so follow me on all social media at Let's Talk Wild, okay? Click on my channel, you know, click some more videos, and I'll talk to you guys next time.